Y'all see the news? Y'all see the news today? Brian Daboll, new Titans offensive coordinator. I love this move as I spit all over in front of me. I do want to say one thing before we talk about the Brian Daboll hire by the Tennessee Titans and going back to my video talking about how I felt about Mike Vrabel going to the Super Bowl. Oh my God. Thank you all so freaking much. I wanted to give you all so much thanks from the bottom of my heart. I woke up this morning, found the video at almost 7,000 views, flipped my lid, and then now, before I recorded this, we are over 9,000 views on that video. There was nearly 300 comments. There was over 300 likes. As of right now, I couldn't be any more grateful. Last night, I responded to every single comment. It took me 3 hours, but it was the best 3 hours I have spent in a very long time. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Getting to read even like a couple trolls, getting to read people that had shared experiences, whether it was Dolphins fans or Vikings fans or even Patriots fans that remember the time when Jim Plunkett got traded to the Raiders. I got to hear a couple people talk about that. I mean, it's just so cool. It was so cool to communicate with so many fans from so many different areas. And even for just the Patriots fans that were in the comments just rooting for their team, I mean, that's the best part. I mean, responding to all of you, that is what I truly want for this show. That's all I could ever want, is just to communicate with other fans of other teams and just share our opinions and just have discussions about football. The big thing for the Should Make Take is not just me telling you guys what I feel. It's that I want to hear what you guys want to say. I want to hear what other people have to say. I enjoy talking about football with other people just as much as I enjoy talking about football into a microphone like I am right now on my phone. So thank you all from the very bottom of my heart. I couldn't be any more thankful for all the support that you guys have given me. I mean, oh my God. I couldn't have guessed that I made one little 5-minute video and then I wake up one morning, it's at 4,500 views, gets up to 7,000, and then now we're at over 9,000 views on that video. Keep it coming, guys. I appreciate you all so much. I love every single one of you, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I said that 3 times, but still, I'm not great in sensitive situations like this. It means a lot to me. Please, trust me. It really, really does. But now let's talk about Brian Daboll, because this gets me excited for 2 reasons. Reason number one for why I like Brian Daboll as a Titans offensive coordinator. It's because his experience and his success developing quarterbacks. The experience, the Titans wanted a CEO level head coach at their offensive coordinator position, someone who is probably overqualified, if you will, to be in that spot. And Brian Daboll fits that mold. And then the experience with developing quarterbacks. He has contributed with developing Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Hurts at Alabama. Look at how those quarterbacks turned out before this year, when things started to get a little controversial, right? But there's a reason why those 2 quarterbacks were coveted coming out. Of course, Jalen Hurts ended up going to Oklahoma, but I digress. But the big one, of course, is the development of Josh Allen. He was the offensive coordinator when Josh Allen took off and absolutely exploded in year 3. And the Buffalo Bills were one of the best teams in the NFL outright. And that's when Josh Allen's dominance really started. Brian Daboll has a lot to do with that. And then Daniel Jones, he got the most out of Daniel Jones in his time with the New York Giants. He got a playoff win, got a career year out of this guy. And then you look at now with Jackson Dart. Before he got fired, Jackson Dart was playing really good football. And as someone who was not a fan of Jackson Dart coming out of the NFL draft, you know what? He was playing really good football. He was playing better than Cam Ward at the time. So that says something. And then when Brian Daboll was fired, Jackson Dart did not play as well. So I have a lot of belief and I have a lot of faith in Brian Daboll's ability to coach quarterbacks. Another thing is his demeanor. Now, it's a little interesting because Brian Daboll is known to be a bit of a jerk. He's a little bit of a hardhead. He's not exactly he's not your buddy. That's for sure. He's more old school in his coaching mentality. And honestly, I think that's what Cam Ward needs. Not that Cam Ward needs to be pushed like that, but because Cam Ward wants to be pushed like that. Cam Ward definitely has a lot of issues with his mechanics, especially with his footwork. There was a lot of times last year and also coming out of college where things were a big issue. And so getting a guy like Brian Daboll, who is not going to sugarcoat anything. If you make a bad play, he's going to tell you made a bad play, but he's going to tell you how to fix it, and he's going to tell you how you make it right and make sure that you don't get it wrong the next time. And so that type of mentality to mix with Cam Ward's obsessive work ethic, I think it's a perfect pairing with the success, the scheme. The scheme I'm a little iffy on because Brian Daboll is mostly known in his offenses to have running quarterbacks like Josh Allen, Daniel Jones, Jalen Hurts, right? And to Jackson Dart to a certain extent. So I kind of am worried, like, are we going to try and use Cam Ward as a runner? I don't think he would do that. Cam Ward's not a running quarterback at all, so he doesn't have those traits. I don't think that's accurate to be able to put him in that position. But another positive thing about Daboll is he does have good running games. Almost every single year he's coached an offense, whether it's offensive coordinator or head coach, he's had top 10 rushing attacks. So if you're a team that, or if you're a Titans fan that wants to see the run game get better and build off of what it did at the end of this year, there you go. Brian Daboll is your guy. So that's why I'm excited about Brian Daboll. I am over the moon. Now we can begin getting excited, Titans fans, for the offseason. And we're going to see what free agency brings. But now more time than ever to be excited for the NFL draft, because it seems like we have good coaches in place to really elevate both sides of the ball with Saleh and Daboll. It could all go wrong, but it could all go very, very right. And I'm going to have hope that we are going to be very right, because on paper, these coaches are very, very good. So that's my thoughts on Brian Daboll getting hired. Again, thank you all so very much for the comments, for the likes, and the views on that Mike Vrabel video. Never would have thought that would have reached so many people, and I would be forever grateful for that video maybe reaching 10,000 views. Maybe it's 10,000 views by the time you guys see this and I'm inside. So get those views up, get the likes up, keep it going. That is amazing out of you guys. That's why the Shoemake Take fan base is the best in the business. Hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you all very, very soon.